Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you guys are in the world, and welcome to Vortex Racing League. We are here in Belgium at Spa, but we all know that this is going to be no Spa day, as we are doing a 100% distance race. And this is going to be tough to go through for the drivers, but I cannot wait to see what kind of competition it is going to give us. And as always, I am your host, GameHawk, and I am joined once again by my co-commentator, Phoenix. How are you feeling just getting up in the morning?
Wow, just getting up. Well, I've started to drink caffeine, so I'm slightly more awake, but then again, I've also had more time to wake up. It takes me a hot minute, and I'm very used to waking up half an hour before a stream and then just doing it, most of the time solo, keep in mind you. But I mean, you said it's 100%, it's not a Spa day. We also have 100% quali. So it's definitely not a Spa day for the drivers. It's going to be a long night. I say long night as an average base around this league, but I know Brookie, it's the morning, like late morning lunch. For me, it's morning. I'm not quite sure how many other drivers, but on average, it's the afternoon, evening for these drivers. I mean, Spa, it's a track I have the most beef with. I just, by accident, this is just the track I just don't like because it has so much beef. But it is a nice track, though. I mean, the weather can be a bit bipolar at times, so who knows, we could see rain in Q3. Last time I said that, it rained in Q3.
That would be really interesting if that ends up happening again. And I've raced Spa in the rain, and actually Spa is probably one of my favorite, top 5 tracks of Formula 1. And I mean, I've raced it in the rain. Yeah, it's all right. I was going to say, it was funny that it's for most of the people, it's afternoon or it's morning. And then meanwhile for me, I just ate dinner before starting this, and it's almost 8 o'clock. Some people start going to bed. So definitely we're very different. You're starting to get your energy, and then my energy is slowly going down. But we'll see how the rest of this race goes. As Phoenix said, we do have a full quali for today. We do have 16 drivers, so that means here... Oh, never mind. We got 17 now as... Oh, Raizu was able to join in, and I do believe we are getting one more. So if we do have 18 drivers, we'll actually have two eliminated drivers from this session.
Ooh. Yep, it's full quality. I double checked for my sanity. Full quality, full race, no practice. Oh! Where did that? Oh, he's on par. He'll be fine. She'll be... Oh, snipes. No, she'll be right. She'll be right.
And actually, I'm kidding. Yeah, so Two-Way's going to retire as well. I was actually watching DRS Maestro right now going through the last chicane. I'm curious to see where Maestro is. And Maestro's going to be P5, so I'm not going to be surprised if they retire as well.
We've got a whole bunch of the drivers yet to set a time. I have seen a few invalidations, which aren't too common, but do happen regularly. And those two things which I said are just contradicting of each other. But, oh well. Future problem. I mean, you've got a few drivers trying to set a lap. Because especially having the longest out lap, you want to be able to get a lap in. You want to get back into the pits. And if you're in the bottom few, you want to have enough time and another set of tyres to go out again. And I mean, I think the first few drivers, they'll do one set. I mean, we might see him come out on mediums for Q2, which can be common.
Yeah, and and actually, I was going to say, too, that one thing that I noticed... That I was going to notice that would be kind of interesting is that now since Raizu joined in, now that we have 17, and then if, I believe Drip is loading up his game to join in as well... I'm going to be curious to see. Okay, that actually answered my question because now Bookie, who actually did a lap on the intermediates to just do the first lap, now he's actually going to have to go out and do a real lap because of more people joining in.
Yeah, but Snipes at that set that lap on mediums somehow less than 0.77 behind Lynx. It was on a set of softs, on a set of mediums. I'm scared what he's going to do in Q3. Assuming he gets through to Q3, he's rapid on the mediums, chuck him on a set of softs with an Everlized track with more grip, more rubber, all of that jazz. He could go very fast.
Yeah, and actually that's what we said about, if you remember last week at Austria, I'm actually, as I say it, Corruption is about to... Yes. Corruption is actually starting his outlap right now. And if you remember, Corruption was the one that we did the poll where we made a prediction of whether he would hit a 104 around...
Oh, and he smashed
it.
it.
And then he ended up doing it on the very last lap. So I am curious to see if he's going to end up doing that again. I'm curious to see what his outlap is going to be because... Right now, the pole position for Q1 is 146.008. So basically a 146 flat. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do as him, Devin, and another one are the last drivers to set a time.
3 more left. Ricky's going to have to go for a lap now. I mean, those softs, they'll hopefully, theoretically go faster. Unless, of course, you decide to go for a trip into the gravel, which is suboptimal.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any track that hitting the grass is optimal. we're not playing iRacing or Gran Turismo where it's beneficial to go onto the grass, but I know in F1 that we're probably going to crash.
If we turned off rules, they'll go straight through the first sort of few corners of Sector 2, though. Straight through.
Well, that is true. I would say, I would give you that, but the rules are in effect. That technically that is optimal if you turn off the rules, but but the rules are on. And now I'm also catching up on the chat. If this is your first time here, first of all, welcome into the stream. And I will say, right before the stream started, Drops, thank you so much for the follow. And TB Lawson, welcome in, and thank you so much for the follow. If you'd believe that, you guys just put us at 450. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. It means a lot. Hey, Drip got in the stream or in the race, so now we have 18 drivers. But oh my word, yeah. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And yeah, I can't believe that we just hit 450. Like, that's actually insane and crazy. But like, yeah, thank you guys so much for all of it. But anyway, back to Q1. Now that we have all the drivers loading in, and I'm kind of curious right now. Actually, I'm watching Corruption. Corruption just set a purple sector 1. So now I'm really curious to see what his lap time is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, he's on a lap. We've got a few drivers on a lap too. And I'm relying on the stream to tell this because I'm doing shenanigans on Discord. You know, I've realized I could do it on my laptop, but Alt-Tab on my PC just felt so much easier. And that means I'm also not blasting my, blasting cars in my head the entire time. Sometimes I could turn it off. That is suboptimal.
Ooh, yeah, that's not going to be good.
That's suboptimal. But if I turn it off, more than likely I'm just going to forget to turn it on for a stream, and they're going to go, why can't we hear the cars? And I'm like, damn it. Because the shenanigans of streaming on a PC, it's slightly complicated. I mean, if I go out of the game, it pauses. So it can't really change a lot once it starts.
Yeah, that is the one downside of PC. And actually, I was going to say, so now Drip has joined in. It is officially 18 drivers. But now we're hitting 1:40. So if people want to get their last lap, yeah, I was going to say Corruption's got to go. And Drip has probably had to leave right now. He actually might not have enough time to set a lap. But another one is also on a lap as well. Yeah, he would have to go faster than what Pole is. So Drip might be eliminated by default, joining in maybe a little too late. So we'll watch as right now Drip and another one are currently in the drop zone. So Drip is eliminated, but we will watch now as another one is on a lap, and then Corruption is on a lap as well. So we got to watch this because there's a potential that Soul or Devin could be eliminated depending on what their times are.
Yeah, it's, oh no, shenanigans of who's going to get disqualified. That's where it's interesting, especially when you're playing with very few drivers. And that's the wrong button. I tried to open Discord when I was in Discord, and not F1. F1 is what I want. But I think another one. I think, oh, Corruption, that was an outlap, not a flying lap. Whoopsies. Double outlap, I mean, sometimes with these regulations, I see a double outlap is very common. You mean you also burn more fuel, but you have to make sure you have enough to get back. But Corruption doesn't have to worry about that. He'll be what I reckon the last to cross the line or the first to cross the line after qualifying's done. No, second, because the Ferrari will do it first.
Oh no!
Qualifying's done.
Yeah, and I think he was on that second flying lap, what you were talking about, but he wasn't able to get a faster time. So he's at 154 and he's done. So now Corruption is going to go across the line and set a 145.5 straight up to the top. So our two eliminated drivers is going to be another one and Drip. And actually, sorry.
Another one bites the dust. That was sitting in front of me.
That is true. I will grant you that.
Sitting in front of me. And I grew up. Well, I got shaped. My commentary got shaped by someone we both know who does very extremely bad puns. And if it's going to sit in front of me, I am going to say it. I think there's one drive. Special still. Is Special still flying?
Yep, Special is currently still on a flying lap. Currently, his last lap was a 148.3. So as he heads to the line, he was faster in Sector 1, and then actually it was an improvement, I believe. But he does stay in P13, but he does move on to the next round. So we do have 2 eliminated drivers here. Out of Q1, Corruption will go ahead and set the fastest lap time as a 1:45.5. And then our 2 eliminated drivers is another one in the Ferrari, and then Drip in the Racing Bulls, who did not set a lap time. So now Q2 will mean that we will see 6 eliminated drivers from P11 to P16. And I feel like we got to do something related to what we did in Austria. I got to put more predictions out. Do we think that a 145 flat, or do we think a sub 145 is possible?
Knowing Corruption, if we say no, he'll do it. If we say yes, he won't. It's going to be mixed. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay dry for Q2. But Q2 is where it starts to get almost spicy because while more drivers can leave, we say bye to 6 drivers. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see them filter out rather quickly because you've got less time.
Very true. And on a very long track, that's what you're talking about with the outlap.
The longest track.
Yeah, if you're going to go on an outlap, you really have to be mindful of the clock. I mean, as you said, it's the longest track that we have on the Formula One calendar. So if you want to go on an outlap, you have to be mindful of the time that you have. So
almost.
I agree with you.
You need a budget.
Oh yeah, actually, no, you were right. You can actually see that. I think that's almost 6 drivers right out of the gate that they're all going out on the flying lap immediately.
They're all leaving. A bunch more out too. That's about like half the drivers and more just coming out. I mean, they'll put their setups on. That takes time. They'll look at the weather and off they go.
And actually, as I'm going back, as the drivers are on their outlap right now, I'll go ahead and double check as well. I will say, hopefully I say your name right, Trucid Valor. Thank you so much for the follow. And actually, hey, at least we make it official. Now it's 4:51 at least. So we at least make it official. But thank you guys all so much for all the love and support. And as the drivers will go on, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. Do we think a sub 145 is possible here? I'm actually very curious about that.
In Q2 or in Q3?
I think either one, to be honest. Will we see a sub 145 in general is the real question.
Was it a 145.5 we got for
yes.
pole in Q1?
That was Q1.
Ooh. It's only 5/10. Theoretically, it's possible.
Here, I will put in here for the prediction for you guys. Is a sub 145 possible here in Q2? Go ahead and use your channel points. You guys can go ahead and use them to predict and with a possibility to win more. And as I said before, I still need to go back and edit the channel points, but there will be really good rewards to be able to use those channel points for. So be sure to collect them now before they become special and you need to try and gather them all together. And actually, as you can see, a ton of drivers are already on their flying laps now. Actually, we can go to the front of the grid, which I believe I'll go ahead and check. And is that the Aston Martin of Devon or no, it's the Haas of Anthony Rosas. Sorry, I was trying to see who was the lead car. So Anthony Rosas will be the first one across the line, and we'll see where the pace will be.
Yeah, white dot. It is a Haas as a white dot, not a Cadillac or do we have, oh no, we only have 3 white dots. We're missing a Haas. We've only got 3 white dots. So what, there's a 66% chance it's a Cadillac over a Haas. Maths be mathing. But the Haas will set our first time. Purple sector 2, but again, it's the first flying lap, unless of course he invalidates or something along those lines through the bus stop chicane. No clue if that's its actual name, or people just call it the bus stop chicane. But I know the first corner is La Source. You go down through Erouge and up through Radion. You've got Camel Corner and Camel Straight, and that's about the corners I know off by heart. You don't need to know all of them. Unlike Silverstone, I know all the corners of Silverstone off by heart.
I definitely say that I'm still learning all of the tracks, so I'm not 100% confident as to the names of the corners and everything. But I grew up like watching and racing in NASCAR. So I'm always used to saying turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I was never known for knowing the corners. So that's just something I'm learning. And actually Snipes, out of this group, who's still on the mediums, does a 145.8. So actually, I think that we're definitely probably going to see a sub 145. That Snipes was able to do a 145.8 on medium. So yeah.
Lynx goes faster. Basically at the same time we're at Q1, and keep in mind, Corruption hasn't come out of the pits yet, and he smashed pole by 0.5 of half a second. So I want to say yes. Purely because he's seeing some absolutely flying times.
Yeah, we have been seeing a lot of absolutely flying time. I will say, though, we did see this in Austria, that we did see Corruption set those amazing lap times, but Corruption ended up only winning the race because of like certain events and being on a better tire wear. When it came to the race, he wasn't necessarily blowing past anyone. Like, he was, like, everyone was running the same pace. So, I mean, I'll ask you, do you think we'll see something like that? Do you imagine that we'll see maybe like this top 5 group still like running at the same pace?
I have no clue. Whatever I say, the drivers like to do the complete opposite. I will follow a driver. They'll go straight into the pits. Or invalidate. Or do something. I'm just a living curse here.
So we'll have to wait and see then for the race. We'll have to see if you're either right or wrong then. That will be the deciding factor. So more than half the grid has done a lap here, just about half the grid. We got 8.5 minutes remaining right now. Slow Hondas and Soul are the only 2 drivers that are currently on a flying lap that haven't set a lap time yet. So we can see, oh wait, never mind. Soul his lap has been invalidated. So actually he will not set a lap time. So the next one will be Slow Hondas, and Lynx is probably feeling confident. He's like, no one is going to set a faster lap time than that, maybe other than Corruption, and that's only one guy. So Lynx better hope that that doesn't come back to bite him.
Oh, half the grid have it. He does have to hope. But I mean, I think Slow Hondas, he'll be the next cross the line completing a lap. I realised I haven't turned on my telemetry data, so I can't tell if they're on a flying lap. There we go, forgot I have to redo it every qualifying session. Specials on a lap, and okay, the 2 drivers on a lap have not invalidated. That's nice. Haven't invalidated yet. There's still plenty of time in the lap too.
I was going to say, that's the key word. They haven't invalidated yet. But now it is, yeah, Special K and Seppi, which I believe that Seppi is going to be, yes, Seppi is ahead of Special K. So Seppi will be the next one. Corruption is on the outlap, though, as well. So we're going to have to keep eyes on Corruption and see what time he's going to set. Because, I mean, we learned our lesson from Austria that we can't necessarily count out his qualifying. So we have to wait and see what happens.
Yep, paying attention, have no clue what driver you're just. Oh, I've been watching the back. He's invalidated. Now I watch Special and see if he decides to invalidate because I'm watching him. I'm back to my normal shenanigans of drivers invalidating every single time.
That is actually kind of interesting. Usually Belgium is not a place that you usually would expect to see invalidated laps. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah.
With me here, trust.
But I don't know. That's just kind of interesting. I wonder how many penalties, because I will say I've done my own Rush North American EU race at Belgium. Somehow people were getting a lot of penalties. I don't know where they were, but I'm curious to see if that trend is going to continue here. As Special K is going to go across the line, and that'll be... Okay, so I think that was another flying lap. But they do get a lap on the board at least.
Do you mean another out lap, not another flying lap?
I say technically another flying lap because they do put a time down, technically. But it's what you would call same difference.
I forgot to give context, and I messaged my friend full quali, and he crashed out thinking, "Oh, it is a full quali for oh, hold up." Oh, it is a full quali for him too. Oh, I'm gonna make him crash out so hard. Shenanigans of special. You almost touched the gravel. You meant to stay on the tarmac, not go onto the green. Naughty.
Actually, right now I am looking at corruption. Interestingly, he did not set a purple sector 1. He did set, I believe, a purple sector 2. So we're about to find out if how much faster he is. That I believe it said he was 2 seconds quicker than right now the cutoff point, which is Special K. So heading through the last chicane to the start finish line, I'm curious to see to the line, and it's a 145.7. So Lynx actually will retain pole for the time being.
Ooh, just. I mean, surely corruption won't go again. I mean, he's probably safe in Q3. And special. I was watching special and he went straight into the pits. Come on. Stop going straight into the pits when I'm watching you. It's boring. Go on laps. Do interesting stuff. Who has bottled the bus stop chicane? Oh, which one of you?
Anthony Rosa's in the Haas. I went to him right as I saw him spin. So I think he spun coming out of the chicane. Oh, now actually, P16. Oh, it was the Cadillac. Oh! Did you see that he managed to save it? So he will complete the lap. Oh my word. That was dangerous. I thought he was going to go straight into the wall and crash, but he was able to keep it on the track. And actually now Soul is still on a flying lap, or at least on a timed lap. His last lap was invalidated. And then Seppi now on an out lap. They're the only two drivers that haven't set a lap time yet. So if Soul stays on the grid instead of going into the pits, yes, he will. So he will set a lap time. We'll see what it is. So he'll move up into P14 past his teammate now. But here's the thing, actually, now you got to consider that we were talking about the out lap. If we only have just about under 3 minutes left to go. If these drivers want to get another lap in, they're going to have to really pit quick and go.
Go. Everyone go. I mean, they're starting to go on out laps. I want to say the bottom 10, at least from 10th, of course. Maybe from 7th down may go out, or 8th. The top few corruption might retire because he's solid, he's good. But you might have drivers up in the top few who are also going to set another lap. But tires, it all depends on which tire allocation you chose, and it's also a 100% race. So with a 100% race, you can run different tire strategies because the tires will try and replicate. That's an odd. He's out.
Ooh.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye VCarb. Bye sugar-free Red Bull, except I'm drinking a non-sugar-free Red Bull, which is just normal. Red Bull gives you wings. Except, speaking of VCarb, I'm like Australia. I don't know why. It finally got its hands on Sudachi Lime. I've been waiting since VCarb released their Miami livery to try the drink. And I just realized it was VCarb that livery was inspired off of. And yeah, it lives up to the hype. I want to say that.
So Sorry, I was gathering my thoughts. I was making sure I was watching the right thing. So Giet is going to be the first eliminated driver, being in P12. Big right now in the Cadillac went through the chicane. It's going to be close. I don't know. Oh, he did get it. So Big moves into 10. Rizu, who's on a flying lap. Oh, no, he slowed down. He let someone else go by. So Rizu might be eliminated now, as Devin is currently on a fast lap. Seppi, who hasn't set a single fast lap yet, hasn't even set one time. Soul is going to retire and be our second eliminated driver. So this is going to be interesting to watch, as we do have only 40 seconds left here in the session. Here's Rizu to the line. He might be able to get one more lap in. He was 5 seconds off his last time, so he might get one lap. Yeah, he's going to get one more lap in to hopefully not be eliminated.
Now, let's play a game. Will Sepai invalidate because I'm watching him again? That's the grass, suboptimal. Bus stop chicane. You're going to bottle the chicane. A little bit of an issue with the brakes there. I could hear it. Maybe gearing. I don't know. Wait.
Now to the
He
line.
goes up into P9.
It was a purple sector 3, if you would believe that. It was a purple sector 3.
Oh,
it's Devin invalidated.
He doesn't have fuel. He doesn't have fuel. He's run out.
Oh, my word. So he retires. So Devin will be the third driver eliminated. Special K is currently on a flying lap, 18 seconds faster in out of sector 1. Rizu is actually a 10th slower right now. And Seppi moving up actually did knock Big out. So Big actually might be Big is going to be eliminated as well. So this is going to come down to really between Special K and Rizu. Special K is going to cross the line first, as he is coming down to the bus stop chicane. A huge lockup, but he was able to keep the momentum going. So now here we go to the line. Does he have it? He doesn't. He moves up to P12, but it won't be enough, as Special K will fall in Q2. So now Rizu, he's the last driver to have an opportunity to get out of Q2. Does he have the pace? And it won't be enough. But Two-Way is going to go ahead and set the fastest lap behind him. A 1:45.2. I
think we are going to see a sub 42.5. Slightly. Qualifying done.
I think so.
We're done.
Qualifying 2 is done and dusted. But here's the thing, though. If you guys did the prediction, the question was, will we see a sub 145 in Q2? The answer is no. No, in this prediction,
you said in total.
You said it, and then I changed it. I said I typed it out in Q2.
Didn't read it before I voted.
Yes, I did.
Me to read things.
If you're on YouTube, you can go back and clip it. I changed it. But now, as the end of Q2, Two-Way will set the fastest lap with a 1:45.2. And then our eliminated drivers is Big in P11, Special K P12, Rizu P13, Giet P14, Devin P15, and Soul in P16. So now that prediction is over, we can go ahead and we'll start up the next prediction for Q3. So same question, but will we see a sub 145 time in Q3? We got close. We got really close to Two-Way, with Two-Way being only 0.2 off of that goal. But now the prediction will reset for Q3. You guys can go ahead and go do the prediction at the top of the chat. Go ahead and use your channel points, and that will decide who gets channel points, and we'll see. I think it's going to be probably Corruption. I honestly could see Corruption, Lynx, and Snipes all doing this, but I'm curious to see which one will do it first.
Will Snipe set a lap on the mediums, or will he just go straight to softs?
If he goes to the mediums in Q3. That would actually be kind of funny.
Your first lap on the mediums and the second lap on the softs.
I mean, true, but he hasn't used the soft compound this entire qualifying, so he has every single soft available for him.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I just read that. You guys are funny. That's not happening. It would have been funny if it did, but...
Ha! I remember to turn my telemetry data on this time. Oh, everyone's leaving the pits. I say 4 drivers are. But 4 drivers is almost half the drivers. Keep on forgetting the fact. I think Anthony will be... Was he the first Haas out last time?
Yes, he was. Wow,
oh, we only had 1 Haas last time.
Well, I mean, I would say, I think he's been the first driver. He was at least the first driver in Q2, and now in Q3. He just flies straight out. As soon as qualifying is... Like, as soon as you get control of your car, he's gone. Like, he's just like, I want to be the first one no matter what.
I mean, less traffic, no traffic. I mean, you might have traffic on your flying lap. Barely, but if the cars are good cars, they have to go out of the way. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember, but do they run, like, not like manual gears and all that jazz? I kind of forgot.
No. Here in Tier 1... No assists are allowed. Zero assists. So not even any lines or like no braking line or anything. So it's
not even corners?
Nope, not even corners.
Damn, so they have to do manual gears. I've only just learned how to do that. I'm still getting the hang of it because I keep on bottling it. I mean, the source is taken in 2. Then you have to gradually speed up. I learned you don't change your gears when you don't have the revs for it, otherwise you lose your speed. And I figured out it's very easy to bleed speed in manual gears if you are even a split second too late changing gears or too early. You lose quite a lot of speed quite quickly.
That is very, very true. You can lose a lot of speed very quickly. But I will say, too, that is something you were learning. And one thing that's specific to these cars is that you can basically use the gear shifting to brake as well. Because of how much lift and coasting means in these cars, you actually can shift down like to brake the car essentially. So that's one thing that I've had to learn. I've been doing manual gears since I got this game, but it's been literally almost relearning everything just because of how much lift and coast is required with these cars.
Yeah, I mean, that's the entire thing, right? It's lift and coast, lift and coast, lift and coast. Everyone lift and coast. But Spa, I don't know if we talked about it. It's actually in Sector 3 you tend to run out of battery, and I say unfortunately, I got pulled in to do a sprint race here, so I mean, your battery runs out. Sometimes they can get it to the start of the straight mode zone before they run out. Sometimes they don't. It depends how good your battery management is in Sector 3. That's our first benchmark. I mean, Berkey will be the next one to cross the line. Whether it can very much smash a time, who knows. And the Haas, which can have an issue in some lighting, he does go faster. It's still sometimes carbon fiber in some parts of the car. And I never seen it, but I was watching him, Anthony, go around.
Oh!
Corruption. Well, damn! We're not even on the final laps and we're at a 44.5.
Oh,
Corruption that's slower than your time in Q1.
Okay, I was not ready for that. I thought, wow, what a lap from Corruption. A 144.5 on his first lap in Q3. That's just impressive. I can't even say anything about that. That's just impressive.
It's just no words. No English. Words go by.
And I guess at this time I can end the result of the prediction fairly quickly. That yes, we saw a sub 145 time.
Oh, was it a 145 time or a 144 time we were looking at?
145.
I thought it was a 145.5, and I'm like, yeah, we're about 5/10 off. She'll be right. Then I realized we're about 5/10 over the expect. Didn't this what Corruption did last time? Went 3 or 4 tenths faster than what we were thinking.
I believe
Corruption?
it was
Just
by
corrupts us.
I believe it was by
He just goes
2/10.
faster.
I believe. Yeah, he just goes faster. But I will say what's
He
actually
just
kind of
goes
interesting. He's the only driver that has set a sub 145 time. You can see Lynx has set a 145.1. Snipes has done a 145.2. DRS Maestro a 145.4, and then 2A with a 145.7. So, I mean, Corruption, he's setting that bar really high for this.
Really high. Shenaniganly high. Shenanigans! I am not going crazy, it's only Q3. Whoa! I don't know what that braking was. My game was not being a game. And why does the McLaren... Is that it? We haven't released special liveries, but that McLaren looks so much like the mod I run. And I know it's not, because otherwise it wouldn't be in the lobby. But that looks like... It looks so similar to one of my mods. Oh! And when I was told my mate it was full quality, you want to know what he said? And I'm going to share it because it's the funniest thing ever. And he said, whoever voted for full quality, ... I hope EA disconnects you while you're setting purple sectors.
Oh my word. I'm using that. You guys in chat too, keep that and use that because that is something that I'm going to use, especially now when people try to ready up too early in the lobby. I'm going to use that now. That's amazing.
Steps is going to get disqualified. How have you not been disqualified? There you go. You're trying to go to the pits and you missed. Just go around again and go in. Oh, then you wouldn't have been able to come out in time. You're disqualified. You just disqualified yourself. You're not going to set a time. Bye. You're starting for P10.
That's unfortunate. As
I
he was
also
just trying
like
to go
how
into the
pull
pits.
the car into the pits.
Well, no, I
What
think
the
no,
hell
true.
is this car doing? Why is it
The
parked
AI
there? You were fine where you were.
The AI took
Oh.
over. And now Slow Honda's
AI.
the other Mercedes is now on an outlap. And actually, Slow Honda's is the last driver to set a lap time. So I'm curious to see what lap time Slow Honda's will make. And I can imagine we'll probably see a lot of these drivers start to leave the pits because we are hitting we just passed the 4-minute mark. So I can imagine we're probably going to see a lot more people starting to leave. I'm more so curious if Corruption is going to set an even faster time. If that's even humanly possible in this game to set a faster lap time.
It's Corruption. Who are we talking about here?
Fair enough.
Crunchy run out of fuel. No fuel. Bye.
Did he really?
Yeah. I mean, showing this he's got no fuel.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to inch it to the pits. Actually, this is going to be interesting. So Crunchy's now in 6th gear going in through Sector 3. He actually might make it, just barely. So we'll see. I'm watching right now to see if he makes it, as a ton of the other drivers are now going out on their outlap. Corruption's actually going to be on his outlap before Lynx and Snipes are. And look at that. So Crunchy did make it. He made it back to the pits.
Just. I mean, fun fact. I will go find this photo. But I have seen a car. I mean, I've seen shenanigans here. I've seen a car under the map. Like, just under Spa. I may have had to red flag. I as a commentator, in different leagues, I get told I have the power to red flag races. I almost never use that power because it's just overarching in the back of your mind. But flagged it due to, well, both the commentators disconnecting, the lobby behaving really weirdly. We restart it, right? They don't get we're not doing a lobby restart. We skip the sprint. We get to the restart of the safety car they pulled on lap 1. I mean, we didn't reset it. I mean, we had a car under the map. We had 4 people disconnect off the start, which is an automatic red flag. So I had to red flag my Spa race twice. That was a long stream, considering... You want to have a guess how long the first red flag lasted for?
How long?
Just over 20 minutes.
Oh. Ouch.
And I'm sitting here losing it. We scrapped the sprint because we couldn't get a lobby together. We had to reset the lobby so many times.
Oh
The
no,
person accidentally made it.
Slow Honda's
slow.
invalidated his lap. So with only a minute left, he's going to have to make this last lap count. And I believe that now, okay, so now a lot of these drivers are starting their last lap. Corruption has started his lap as I'm making sure that we're not missing anything. Yeah, so Crunchy's the only driver in the pit. So Crunchy will be the only one who won't have another shot at another lap. So I'm kind of curious to see what this last kind of sprint is going to look like, as even Bookie is going to be able to have a chance to set another lap as they're all crossing the line at the last second. And I'm really curious to see what is going to happen. I'm watching the onboard, and I have the telemetry up right now. If you want to hear something very, very interesting, we actually have 3 different drivers that have the fastest sectors in the race. Right now, Sector 1's fastest is 2A. Sector 2's fastest is Snipes, and Sector 3's fastest is Corruption. So Corruption is not necessarily dominating in all 3 sectors. He's just been fast enough to get that last little bit to get the fastest possible lap, and that's really crazy to me. Oh no! Yeah, I mean, wait, Anthony Rosas! Oh no! Anthony Rosas spun coming out of the chicane, and that is gonna do it. 2A will actually get a 144.8. So he's going to improve to P2 for the moment. So now coming through the chicane, here comes Corruption. Is Corruption going to improve on his time? And he does! A 144.1! Almost a 143 mark. So now I'm curious, is there going to be a response here from Lynx or Snipes? Right now, Lynx is coming through Sector 3 with Bookie behind him. Is Lynx going to have a response? It was a faster lap, or he is having a fast. Oh, he's going into the pits. So he's not going to have an opportunity to respond. So now it's going to come down to the drivers behind. And now Slow Hondas, who had that moment before, is he going to set the lap? He didn't invalidate to the line. He will set a 147.1. So that will be P9 for him. So now the only 2 drivers left are the 2 Williams. DRS Maestro will cross the line first. Snipes just did a purple sector 2. That now Snipes is on track to have his fastest lap of qualifying. Going through the final chicane, DRS Maestro to the line. It looks like a slight improvement, and it will be, but not enough, as DRS Maestro will improve but stay in P5. So now the screen cut away. Where did Snipes place? Snipes improved up into 3rd. That was a fantastic lap from him. And that will do it here for qualifying. And our top 10 will go Corruption with a pole time of 144.1. 2A in P2, Snipes P3, Lynx P4, DRS Maestro P5, Crunchy P6, Bookie P7, Anthony Rosas P8, Slow Hondas P9, and Seppi in P10. So now we will get a 5-minute break for the drivers to reset and be able to get their strategies correct. I already see the announcements going out in the chat. So now all that's left is the 100% race.
100%. I'm going to lose it. Oh, there are some clouds though. But again, Spa's a bit bipolar in its weather, so.
That is one, I was going to mention this. That was one thing that I'm waiting for. If somehow this finds the developers of Project Atrium, what we're using for our telemetry, can the next thing you guys add be weather? That would be one thing that would be really great, to be able to see what weather is incoming. But that's just me. But we'll see. But they are developing it, and they've been adding a lot more features, and I can't wait to see what more they're adding. It is still in beta, but it is still an awesome tool to be using. And actually, I was going to say in this intermission time, as the drivers are getting their stuff set up, we can go ahead, and I forgot to do this before. We should have done this more during.
Oh, no.
We should have done this more during Q1.
What should have we done?
Checking out the current drivers and constructor standings. That I forgot. I wanted to do it, but then as we started, I forgot to do it. But that's why we'll do it right now. We'll go ahead and look at the driver standings as I pull it up. And right now, Snipes is our current leader in the driver standings with 118 points. Reese in second with 115. DRS Maestro in third with 107. X, who is not racing today, with 92 in P4. And then Big in P5 with 50. So this is actually a good opportunity for Snipes to try and increase his lead and for DRS Maestro to get into second place. But one thing I'm interested in, Corruption did win last week's race. So right now he has 25 points. So I'm kind of curious if he is here to stay and he's going to be in the races. Say he wins today, all of a sudden he's at 50 points and he's tied for fifth. So I am curious to see if he's going to come back for more racing and if he is going to be here to stay. But before the race starts as well, we'll go ahead and check out the constructor standings as well. Williams with the biggest lead as they have 225 points and are in P1. Red Bull in second with 158. Haas in third with 113. Cadillac in fourth with 96. And then McLaren rounding out the top five with 72. And once again, this is going to be a good opportunity for Williams to extend their current lead that they have. But at the same time, if Corruption right now, who is racing for Red Bull, if he is going to be able to get a good result, that could bring Red Bull back into the fray.
Oh, Red Bull.
Any excuse for Phoenix to drink more Red Bull. Any excuse.
Okay, any excuse. Okay, let me count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I have 14 cans of Red Bull in my drawer, excluding the one I'm drinking and my massive energy drink, which isn't actually Red Bull.
That is very concerning. Do you drink?
This is the lowest amount of Red Bull I've had for ages.
Do you drink anything other than energy drinks? Is the real question.
Alcoholic beverages. And I'm going to be very careful of what I say. I said that because it's a lot safer than saying, like, actually what I drink. But I like mixing it with things, I do mix it with, like, electrolyte drinks.
Oh, my word.
And, like,
let's be honest.
My favorite
chat, I hope you agree. We need to get Phoenix to drink water or at least introduce her to the clear substance that all humans need to live. Because I think that she's drinking way too much energy and energy drinks and other stuff. I'm just saying, I used to not drink water at all. And now more recently, I've been drinking a lot more water. And all I'm going to say is that I've never felt better. So maybe you need to end up drinking more water. Maybe it'll help.
Nah.
Or at the very least.
Fun fact of the day. My Red Bull's empty.
Oh, no, that's not concerned. And I love it. Truce and Valor, I appreciate you for being on my side. Truce and Valor said she's not living to see 40. on that track, maybe, depending on how many she ends up drinking. I knew someone else at my old high school that drank 3 energy drinks a day. I don't know how in the world he functioned.
Whoa. How did he not? I drink... But I have it if I'm either really tired before a gig or when I'm waking up for a gig. Like, I normally have it for commentary. 1,000 points and I'll go get what I... No.
Like I said,
so how much is hydration?
How much is...
That's 300.
Oh, 300.
600 and I will. 600.
600 channel points. So if you guys redeem Hydrate, that is going to force Phoenix to go ahead. Yeah, so you guys have to redeem Hydrate in the chat with the channel points as the formation lap is underway. And that is going to get the ball rolling for this long race. But we'll go ahead and check. It is it is a field of mediums that almost everyone is starting on the medium tires.
Medium,
save for three.
Soft. Medium.
Yeah, I'm going to say Anthony Rosas, Giette, and Drip are all on the softs, and everyone else is on the mediums. That's kind of interesting, but I imagine that probably most of the strategies are going to be medium, soft. But I am curious to see if anyone else is going to have a bit of a, would say, variation. Because, I mean, at Hungary, it was 35 laps of Hungary, and a lot of people, or at least like the computer and the game was suggesting to do the two-stop. Pretty much everyone that was the fastest only did a one-stop. So I'm really curious to see now with a 100% distance race how far some of these tires are going to go.
Because 100% softs are they can be quite good in 100%. So, I mean, tire weight isn't too bad. I mean, of course it's going to affect you, but it's a longer track. I mean, the tires, it's only 44 laps. I mean, take Hungary, which I think 72 laps is a full. You can take a set of mediums like 30 laps. I highly doubt you can take a set of medium 30 laps here. They might be screaming at you. But whether they're going soft, medium, soft, hard. Medium hards. I mean, medium hard seems to be the default strategy pretty much everywhere. For any track. That's, again, 50% race.
Yeah, that seems to be the default. I mean, even in short races, usually medium to hard, or depending on the track, it could technically be soft to medium only for short races. But even in short races, sometimes it is still a medium to hard. So that is kind of the default strategy as it was. So now we'll see as all the drivers are going to peel back up to the starting line as we get ready to start this off. And as a reminder, the two drivers getting DQ'd in this, they are not getting disqualified. It is just the formation lap, or quote unquote failing it. But we are not going to fail this start. And we will get going here with the 5 lights on. And the Belgian Grand Prix is underway. As now we see Corruption is going to maintain the lead right now. He got the best launch. And now it's going to be an interesting turn 1 as everyone filing 2x2, almost 3 or 4 wide in the back of the grid. As we are going to head down to Eau Rouge and Radion. Is anyone going to be brave enough to make the move? There's going to be 2x2. There was people going by. As now there's 3 wide. There's some cars running wide. As now here we go. Still going down the front stretch. Here through Sector 1, is anyone going to have something more to do? Two-way is going to make the move for the lead. We have a little bit of movement. One Mercedes was caught out, and that's going to mean that Special K is going to move up into P11. So already big movement all over the grid, including the race's first lead change.
First, I mean, with these regulations, it's a bit of pass, repass. I mean, they've had a calm start again. 100%'s a marathon, not a sprint. You've got 44 laps. You've got to keep it clean. I mean, even in 100%, sometimes 50% races, wing damage can end your... Brookie! What are you doing?
Ooh.
The gravel is suboptimal. You are now last. I was about to say, if you get wing damage and things in 100% basis, you can try and work your way back up. Because you've got more time. Big, what are you doing? That's suboptimal too. And they keep on trying to die. It's lap 1. Can we at least finish lap 1 before you try and smash it into a wall?
Yeah,
Apparently
that was both Big and Anthony Rosas.
Oh.
Anthony Rosas does have front wing damage. I can go ahead and check Big. Big has front wing damage as well. So those drivers are going to have to pit as 2A is going to cross the line. Actually, we got more movement. Snipes overtakes Corruption into P2. So Corruption losing at least a little bit of pace. DRS Maestro is going to be on the outside of Crunchy as we head through Arouge and Radion. And that was a brave move as DRS Maestro just held his line and just said, Crunchy, you either hit me and we both crash or you back out. And it didn't matter. And now look at this. Snipes is going to go make a move for the lead down in the inside, switching to the outside, still side by side. Corruption maybe looking to make a move as well. This almost looks like it's going to be a 4-wide race as we head down through Sector 2, through this right-hander, and look at that, just enough speed, and Snipes is going to take the lead, going immediately from third to first. I mean, you talk about these cars kind of being a leapfrog and wanting to work in a marathon. I think you need to tell the drivers this because I don't think they're following your advice right now.
I think they think it's a sprint, not 100%. I think they think, oh, it's only like 11 laps, 8 laps. No, try 11 laps times 4. 44 laps. Guy, calm down. I mean, no, don't calm down. It gives action to watch and makes me wake up more. And also, I agree with Drops, who said energy drinks are 70% water, so technically I am drinking water. Lynx is right up the front. Nice little battle. I mean, Lynx and Corruption are now having another scrap. But about 3 moves, Devon picks up a penalty already. I mean, Anthony's penalty was the 10-second speeding in the pit lane from earlier. I assume when he went in to change his front ring. Snipes is still somehow in the lead. But the front pack is just not slowing down, and then you've got a gap to the rest of them, which aren't really slowing down that much either. So you've got the front gap having a battle, and the back group having a battle, and then you've just got your old cars in between.
And I see that most of the time that's kind of how these races end up turning out, that it kind of each kind of group becomes its own battle. And actually, we're maybe going to see a move here around the outside, and two-way is going to make it look easy. But now getting back on the gas, it looks like Snipes is going to be able to make a run. And it looks like he was going to make a run, but he backs out. So two-way will retake the lead. And actually, I was going to say, so we did going through the radio, the current radio in the app that we use for the telemetry and the broadcast. I can go ahead and double check. I hope that it's still there from what I saw. But I did see, okay, I don't know where it went, but I did have a radio from Big where he literally pulled off after the incident and said, just an incident. And that is verbatim what he said. I really wish I had the radio to play. I don't know where it went. It just kind of disappeared.
I swear I just saw someone go into a wall. Or that was EA screwing with me, because it was in an angle where to turn the corner it looks like you just went straight off into a wall in a straight line. EA! I mean, Snipes and 2A, they're having a battle. They survive. Why are we going almost 3 wide on the Exeter bus stop? Devon, how we got another one?
Oh, the Mercedes in the background. I believe that's the Mercedes. Slow Honda's having a moment as well. Two-way down the inside, maintaining that. So, I mean, with this group of 6. Oh, and now look at this behind. Crunchy's going to try and make the same move up Erosion Radion, but it's not going to work once again as DRS Maestro is going to maintain it. But now it's going to be more down. And now look at this. Corruption and Snipes are going to go past two-way, but look at Corruption, who leapfrogs past everyone. And now the Alpine of Lynx. And now the Alpine of Lynx was looking to make a move as well, but 2A is able to defend again. I mean, usually we're kind of used to the kind of leapfrogging that we see in with these kind of cars, but maybe not leapfrogging 3 cars at the same time is what we meant.
Yeah. I mean, is it through goes, I mean, you've got your classic through goes Hamilton moment. And I've said it a few times now when I've had an Aston Martin do it. I've said through goes Prime Fernando Alonso. I think, is it just through goes Max Verstappen? Because I feel like that would be a very Max thing to do. Just overtake 1 million cars in one go. I mean, Snipes and Corruption, they're still having a nice little
Oh,
battle, a little
oh
bit
my
of wheel
word.
banging.
Yeah, I was going to
all in the
say,
name
there's a
of
little bit of
racing.
wheel banging. Actually, you can see Lynx is having
Lynx.
another look. Yeah, I'm glad that me and you reacted to the exact same thing. Lynx being even more aggressive. So now I'm curious to see what this is going to look like. Snipes in the lead, Two-Way and Corruption are going to be side by side once again. And I mean, if it's going to be like this for 44 laps, this is going to keep us really paying attention. Oh, Soul is going to get a 3-second time penalty, and Corruption is going to maintain P2. But then with using that momentum, he's going to take over the lead for right now. It's almost 3 wide as we head down. Oh, my word. Now we're side by side, and Two-Way is going to get the better entrance, and Two-Way is going to leapfrog into the lead now.
How many lead changes are we going to have? I've already forgotten, and we're on lap 5.
Exactly. That's where I'm at.
This group is battling. You've got the top 6 in a McLaren sandwich. You've got Lynx in a Williams sandwich. And then you've got Corruption just hanging out there in P2 at the moment. I say at the moment because I could blink and he could be in P4. He could be in because P2, P1. He could be anywhere within the top 5, really. Oh, why have we got a radio bot in here? Was that you?
That is not me, actually. That is not me. I do not know why there is a radio bot in here. I do not know. But no, it is
racing driver.
But don't worry.
And reserve driver.
Maybe that's why. But don't worry, it's not activated in here. Oh, yep, it's targeting you. Because I just saw the radio appear. Don't worry. So I think that's a little bit of a misleading thing. I think you may have the wrong role. But I
don't even have the commentator role.
So
I just don't have it.
Wait, hold on. Look at this. Talking about leapfrogging. I was trying to keep track of who was who because of the camera, but Snipes, Corruption, and Two-Way have all been switching positions the whole way down through Sector 3 into Sector 1. So now, I guess, 6 times the charm as we head down. Oh, and now look at that. The Alpine of Lynx looks like he's going to try and make a move now as well, as he's trying to chase down Snipes as well. It's 2 by 2. Almost looks like the start of a NASCAR race as we're heading down to this turn. Who is going to get the best exit? And it looks like Two-Way is going to benefit the most, but now safety car deployed.
What?
I do not know who for.
Who died?
Oh, Soul is going to retire. So I can go on board with his teammate, Special. I'm going to look on board. I do not see him yet. That's him in front. I do not know what happened.
Because sometimes if you disconnect, the AI just retires you instantly on track.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but it was DNF. And that is going to be a full course safety car. And I can imagine. Here's the question, though. We're only at lap 6 going into lap 7. Are we going to see pit stops?
Safety cars? We have 5 safety cars because it's 100% race or something silly.
Oh, yes, I believe so.
Not 3. Because half of a 50% race is 2.5. But if you're halfway through a lap, EA always rounds it up for you. But, I mean, not sure, but we had everyone spread out. I mean, this also gives Anthony a chance to get back in it. He's served his 10-second. Oh, Special! Don't get a drive-through. Suboptimal because you can't serve it under the safety car. Oh, my wheel kept disconnecting all the time and straight into a wall. RIP. Suboptimal from the Aldi.
Definitely. And actually, look at that. Everyone is going to pit. DRS Maestro was the only one who didn't. Everyone else is going to go ahead and put on the hard compound. And actually, no, some did put on the medium compound as well. I actually was going to say that if I go ahead and double check, I did have a radio from Crunchy. Yes, here it is. I will go ahead and play it on stream for you guys. And this is what Crunchy had to say about his tires.
I think you have a changed tire compound at least once. Oh yeah, for sure. long as you're not locking up the whole race, yeah.
Talking about changing the tire compound, and actually Crunchy did. He went from the mediums to the hards, and just the interesting thing he mentioned was talking about locking up. And so far we haven't seen that, as Crunchy almost drove straight into the back of Lynx as they came to the safety car. But yeah, or sorry, that was 2A, my bad, 2A. But I don't know about you, Phoenix. So far, I haven't really seen anyone lock up that much. But if people start locking up, do you think that's going to cause people to change their strategy?
I mean, that would burn through your tires quicker. Also, how can you listen to these radios? How? Which button are you pressing?
Do you not have pull apex, or?
Okay, you know what? Safety car shenanigans. Safety car shenanigan 1. Figure out if I have pole apex. Here we go. We need a safety car topic. I haven't even opened Google on my PC. That's how slow I am.
I do see you in the chat, Soul. Soul, if you guys are wondering, is the creator of the app that we use for that. Give him all the compliments and everything. He does amazing work. If you want to help her set it up, like if you want to go ahead and like do that, I can either mute Discord if you guys want to do that and figure that out. But
I know I'm on it. I just need to try and I don't know my what you know what? I'm gonna try something. Now I have to figure out what my password is. I signed up but on my phone and I think I didn't press save password. Okay, time to reset my password.
And while she figures that out, yes, Stinger, it is a full course caution. It is a current safety car, as we have all the drivers set up. So at least we'll go one more lap as all the drivers are getting re-stacked up and reset. And it's already been a event-filled start to the race, filled with overtakes. And I mean, I'm kind of convinced that there is going to be an incident, simply for the fact that, yeah, I'm convinced that we're going to have something happen just because of the amount of times that we're seeing drivers go 3 wide. But it remains to be seen if something happens. Oh, Raizu's going to get a 10-second penalty for severe collision with Seppi.
Oh, fun fact. I have seen someone DNF into the back of a safety car. Like, went into the safety car, was stationary waiting to catch the leader, and DNF'd.
I've done that, actually.
And then the driver said it was either the safety car or somebody else. I think he had a tech issue or something, or his brakes weren't working. So it was either you DNF into a car, or you DNF into the safety car. And he chose the safety car.
I mean, kind of deserved, I guess, sometimes. Actually, I'll go ahead. I'm going to show you guys here on screen. As you guys can see here, looking at the spectator menu, you can see during the safety car, almost everyone did go for the stop. But the interesting part, DRS Maestro did not pit. Slow Hondas did not pit either. And then Seppi was the third and only other driver that did not pit under the safety car. So I am curious to see how that is going to affect the race, because right now, DRS Maestro and Slow Hondas and Seppi, the ones who didn't pit, they're on 7-lap-old medium tires. Everyone else is either on a fresh medium or a fresh hard. So I'm curious to see how that is going to affect the rest of the race. As safety car is in this lap, DRS Maestro will take control of the field, and we will wait to go back under green flag racing.
I've looked into a pole apex. In the wrong league. I'm in the wrong league. Out of the very few leagues that run this, I am in the wrong one, and no, that's something I'm going to shenanigans over time. But I'll go back to live pitches for a while for the restart, because you know what? Restarts are fun. Restarts are... everyone gets a penalty. I mean, you've got a drive-through that has to be served within... Oh! Or is that my game? No, that's my game just being late or giving me the penalties because I've been paused.
Oh my word! Oh my word! There was a big misunderstanding. DRS Maestro is going to get the biggest launch ever. It's going to be 3 wide here to turn 1 because there was a huge misunderstanding as Slow Hondas accidentally overtook DRS Maestro before the end. So now that throws everyone out of whack. DRS Maestro is going to get ahead by 1.3 seconds. And now we're going to have a huge race down this straight. And I'm wondering if anyone is going to go try and make a move. And you can see right there, Snipes thinking about making the move. It looked like he was about to dive bomb. But now Crunchy behind trying to make a move won't be able to make the move on another one. Which actually, to answer your question, Stinger, so far the biggest mover has been another one who has moved up 9. Oh, now a big incident. Crunchy falling down the order as he goes off track, and he'll fall down to P12. So now it is still already chaos, and DRS Maestro has now opened the gap to 1.6 seconds, and now Two-Way is going to make the move up into P2. And now maybe Snipes looking to make a move here on Corruption. You can see that this group of cars is really close, and I don't think that restart could have been much better for DRS Maestro.
I mean, he's in a different postcode. I mean, this time around they'll have boost mode. I mean, there's another yellow. I think that's just cars being cars, and no gravel on the tires. The cars are being decided not to go into a trip into the gravel. But again, we see two distinct groups. We've seen that the front pack. I mean, Snipes. Why are we going 2x2? It's not Noah's Ark through the bus stop chicane. It's a chicane, not an arc. I thought drives could tell the difference between an arc and a chicane, but apparently not. They still like going 2x2. It's Corruption and Honda. Everyone's having a battle. Jesus!
They did wheel bang. They almost crashed. Slow Hondas falls to P4. Corruption into P3 as we head up through Erosion or Radion, and you can see already Slow Honda's losing pace. But now Lynx is going to try and make the move. So now he lost all the momentum. So now Snipes is trying to make the move as well. It's kind of getting almost stuck in a roadblock, as now everyone else has to try and play a little bit of catch up to try and catch back up to DRS Maestro. And I did just see movement. Another one, and Snipes are side by side. Who is going to get the better exit through these turns? And it looks like for the time being, it's going to be Snipes. But already that Ferrari is still on the attack.
Oh my, shenanigans. I love when drivers overtake each other multiple times throughout the field. But, I mean, we've seen absolute shenanigans off the safety car restart. I mean, the top few, they're sort of even kind of spread out a bit. I mean, they're still having battles, but we didn't have our four-way, kind of five-way battle we saw before. You've got another one in Snipes. They're still having a nice little scrap, but you go down slightly further, and even the group below, Lynx and Hondas, and everyone's trying to make moves done. We're only on lap 10. We're just under a quarter of the way. Another penalty. And is that me disconnecting or?
No, you're good. You're still here in Discord. Yeah, you should be good.
That was the ball.
Oh! Slow Hondas just went completely wide. Sorry for the reaction. I just saw the Mercedes go wide at the last second. So Slow Hondas is going to fall to P7. As you did say that now we're on lap 11, which is basically a quarter of the way through. And at least the good news is for us as a race. Actually, look at that. Another one's going to make the move. Another one is going to move up into P4 now. But I was going to say the good news is, at least for everyone watching the race, Corruption is slowly catching DRS Maestro, but it's sort of hanging around that 1.4 second gap. So DRS Maestro is still maintaining that. And considering he didn't pit, the longer he can stay in the lead ahead of this other group, I think the better off he's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting confused. These, and it's more safety car shenanigans. Yeah, next safety car, I'll try and figure out a polo. I mean, I've logged in. Oh, more penalties. Everyone gets a penalty. No, I think it's really just Devon getting penalties at this point. Except for that odd drive-through we had under the safety car. But, I mean, they're kind of spreading out. I said spreading out. They're not slowing down. They're just spreading out. More battles in more positions up and down the field across the track. And I know sometimes traffic can play a part, but I don't think traffic is going to play a major part. I mean, we might see 1 or 2 lapped cars, but that's normally because cars like have a moment or have to pit or wing damage in a bunch of fastest laps. It's 2A and Corruption, they're still going at it. You've got Snipes trying to get it on links. You've got Seppi and Brookie going side by side. A little bit of whoa. Like, no, don't go 4 wide. Thank you. I swear they were thinking about going 4 wide into La Source. That would have been a recipe for disaster.
And now, oh my word, look, if you want to look back at the front, Corruption and 2A have caught up to DRS Maestro. So once again, we're about to have a big battle. And now Snipes is going to try and make the move, and he gets the move done on links. So now they're going to try and re-catch back up to the field as Crunchy gets his first 3-second time penalty. And actually, look at this. So Big and I believe, yeah, Big. Look at this. Big and Seppi also fighting back and forth. Big is going to make the move and move up into P11 as well. So battles up and down the grid. And I'm curious to see if this is going to be kind of one big battle at the front between the 6 drivers once again. But as I said before, the longer DRS Maestro can stay in the lead, the more it benefits him because of being on the older medium tires. But I think, judging by the now line of cars that are catching up to him, I don't think it's going to be long until he gets passed.
No, I mean... Whoa. The English. No English. 2A. Don't go. No. They'll survive.
Ooh, it's a close battle. Side-by-side battle. 2A is going to take over P2 for the time being. And now it looks like he's going to try and make a move. And he's going to go around the outside. Oh my word. And now this is going to be a very interesting run as 2A now has the lead, but he used a ton of battery to try and make that move. So now is that going to leave him open to Corruption and Maestro? Here we go. Down the straight, who is going to get the best launch? You can see the slipstream from DRS Maestro. Corruption around the outside of Maestro. Who is going to be able to maintain it? And it's going to be P2. Whoa. For Corruption.
Oh, the radio left.
It's because FCN said earlier, FCN accidentally joined our VC instead of the driver's VC, meaning that the radio then joined, and then when he left, it didn't leave. So don't worry, the radio thing is not there anymore.
Left. Yeah, what? Shenanigans, I say. Shenanigans.
And now, if you're watching the intervals, all 6 leaders are now all within a second of each other. This, I mean, like you said, this is a 100% race. They are not racing like it is a 100% race. They're racing like this is the final lap, essentially.
Final lap of the race. Again. They've only got, what? They've only got, like 33 laps of last laps to go. Who made that yellow? Who was it? Show yourself.
I am not
They're
sure.
not
I went to
showing
go.
themselves.
Yeah, I went to go check, and I do not know. But the good news is that it did not cause a virtual safety car or a safety car. Oh wait, we're gonna see movement at the lead. Corruption is side by side with 2A. 2A is actually gonna regain the lead before Orouge and Radion, as now we head down the straight. Oh, so Hondas is out of the race. I do not know. Oh, he retired in the pits. Okay, on my screen, the other cyan dot was not in the pits. So I thought there was an incident on track. But Slow
Nothing's
Hondas
changed.
is going to be our second retirement of the race. As now, oh, wait, we see Snipes and another one side by side here. But another one is going to be able to maintain P4 for the time being. As, yeah, I believe that was, actually Snipes got by into P3. And then DRS Maestro dipped a little bit of a tire into the gravel. But he was able to keep going. A tiny bit of gravel doesn't seem to hurt them as much.
Speak. Yeah, the top three, that gap, they've ceased to exist. They're going to have a battle. You've got Lynx and DR and Maestro going at it. But that group, if you look at it, a 13, almost 14-second gap down to the rest of them. That front six are absolutely flying. DRS Maestro, who was first on the safety car restart, now finds himself at the back of the pack. Change for the lead. I mean, I don't know how many times we've said change for a lead at this point in time. Probably a lot. I swear almost every lap had a change for a lead.
Yeah, actually, that's probably the most accurate thing, is that there's been like a lead change almost every single lap. I feel like sometimes it's almost every single corner too. And I mean, look at this. Going down the straight. Is it 2A going to make the move? Corruption with the defensive driving. That was a great defense there. And with that, he's going to be able to maintain the lead for right now. But now 2A's got to worry about Snipes. Now down the inside, a lockup for 2A as they are side by side. But once again, Corruption's going to get the better exit and maintain the lead.
I mean, I don't know. The top group, they're having a nice little battle. Someone goes wide.
That was Corruption.
Holy.
Corruption goes wide, but now Snipes is going to try and roar it around the outside, and he does. Snipes is going to leapfrog into the air, and just like that, almost every single position of these drivers has switched.
Speaking of, we've seen a lead change every lap. I think we've seen 3 so far this lap. 3. In 1 lap. Dear drivers, do you realize you have 44 laps? And I think what a 50% at Austria, I want to say, is 35 or something. Do you realize this 44 laps is a full-length race, not like a 50% or a 75%? Another battle for the lead. We had a change for the lead 4 or 5 times in a lap.
It's almost 3
These
wide.
drivers
Oh my
don't like
word.
slowing down. These drivers don't like slowing down.
2A is going to manage to get the lead out of all of that. Corruption and Snipes were side by side. Corruption maintains P2, but now another one is going to be on the back of Snipes. So now we got to see what the run down to this corner is going to be like. A little bit of movement from 2A trying to push Corruption off. Corruption is going to take the lead, and that won't matter. And actually another one made the move as well. Snipes fell down to P5. So now another one who I will double check here. I believe that, yes, makes that 13 positions gained for another one. And now he's in P3, a podium position.
For now. He's had a nice drive, but these drivers have battled so long and so hard that we could blink and they could be in a completely different order. But that's just how these drivers tend to fly. They love changing when we blink. They love try to send it 3 wide around corners you want to take in second gear. I mean, one way to keep me awake is just do sketchy things that put the commentators on the edge of a seat. More battles, more positions. I mean, I think they're just stacking, like 4 or 5 sprints on top of each other, like back to back, and just forgetting to slow down in between.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty much what this feels like. That's actually the best way to describe what this race is like so far, is that it feels like a sprint race almost. And that's really strange to me because this is the first time I've ever seen a race at Belgium that is quite like this. I've never seen it quite this competitive between this many drivers.
I mean, but it's a good thing they're being this competitive. Oh my god! You want to know why I can't see the thing?
Yes.
You need staff permission to see it on Apex.
Oh, okay. So that's why. So I got the special permissions.
Hey, I don't even have the commentator role in Vortex. Okay. Oh, when
maybe it just means it just means that the people in Vortex like me more, right? No.
Someone. Wait. I'm gonna ask very kindly. I can't spell, but to be fair, that's a common trait. And don't worry, before the race started, I may or may not have had another energy drink.
Oh my word.
Having its first ingredient is carbonated water, so
that's not no. You can no, that's not how that works.
it's exactly how this works.
That is not. I guess what we say is whatever helps you sleep at night. If that helps you sleep at night, then go for it. I will say that now the drivers have kind of settled into a little bit of a routine that now a lot of the drivers are over. Oh, wait, that was a little interesting. I don't know if that was a little bit of a glitch on my end, but it almost looked like two-way almost brake check corruption. But no damage or no result of anything, as now everyone is heading down this straight, and I thought corruption was going to make a move there, but no. So we'll stay right where we are for the time being. See, now Phoenix, now I believe that I think they just realized that they're in the full race now. So now they're starting to back off and go into a routine.
Breathe. Why is my mate... What is he doing? Any shenanigans? Okay, do you reckon it's time I say one of my two stories about why I dislike Spa so much?
Why?
Okay, I have an unholy amount of beef with Spa. And the one which first did it, which sent her, you know this, forgot if I've told her, but we're at Spa, we might as well revisit it while they're trying to remember it's a 100% race. I said, keep in mind, this is with every single little fibre of confidence in my body. I said, it's a wet one here at Silverstone while we were actively at Spa, and don't worry, it was actively raining. I said, I got Spain and Spa and Silverstone confused. I've called Spain and Spa the same track. I've been at Spain. This is Barcelona. I've been talking about Spa for 5-10 minutes before I realized I've been at Spain this entire time. And I was learning manual gears at Coda last night. And I labeled my setup with who gave it to me and then the track. I called it, let's say contractor. He's in chat, so he'll hear this. And then I called it Spa. So the setup was contractor, Spa, location, Texas. Don't worry, I overrid it and changed it. But it was funny. And there is a screenshot of me absolutely stuffing it up somewhere. I know exactly where it is. It's in one of my chats somewhere.
Ooh.
But
Devin retires. He got another time penalty. But Devin didn't retire in the pit, so I'm curious, is it gonna cause a safety car? That's what I'm waiting to see. It looks like it won't, so it looks like we will continue, but Devin is gonna be our third retirement of the race, as we kind of did a little bit of a shuffle as Corruption now leads Snipes in P2, 2A in P3, Lynx P4, and then another one in P5. And by the way, DRS Maestro, I gotta say this, he is still on the mediums. He hasn't pitted yet. So now I'm wondering what the strategy plan is, per se. Because almost every one of these leaders pit under the safety car, went onto the hards. So now, if the strategy is going almost completely out the window, now I'm getting a little worried or a little curious about what's going to happen for the rest of the race. Never mind. I commentator cursed it. DRS Maestro peeled into the pit at the end of the race, or the end of the lap as I was talking about it. So throw that theory out the window. But I will see what will he put on. He did put on a new pair of hards. So it looks like that is what the strategy call is going to be. Medium to hards. Maybe go back to the mediums.
Also, I mean, I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm not going to lie. I think my Discord almost either crashed or disconnected because your voice was lagging like crazy on my end. I thought everything crashed for a second. I just panicked.
Panic! Also, I figured out, I logged into the wrong Apollo account. The wrong Apollo Apex account.
Nice.
No, I'm going to log into the one that now apparently, like, because I've got too many Gmail accounts to keep track of, and for some reason I didn't use the same account for both. So apparently I could have access to the radio. I just need to, do shenanigans in the background, and the drivers are there. There's a few battles at the top, but I mean, when have they not had a battle?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that is the real question. When have they not have a battle? As the order switches once again, Snipes now leads, Corruption P2, Lynx in P3, 2A in P4, another one is still in P5, and kind of just lurking there. And actually, wait, look at that, 2A made the move! Oh my word! That was a little dangerous. That was right on the edge as 2A went by Lynx, but now Lynx is going to retaliate as, once again, 2 by 2, Corruption is going to make the move for the lead, but 2A is going to maintain P3 as we are nearing halfway through this race.
Halfway there.
How crazy? How crazy is it that we're almost halfway through the race and we really don't know who's going to win? Like at this point, with all these drivers toward the front, I have no idea who's gonna win.
We could blink and 2A could be in the lead. Lynx could be in the lead if we have enough shenanigans. But you don't never know what you expect from a 100% race. I mean, they haven't calmed down, which is just the impressive part. They don't like calming down. They really
I mean,
don't.
it was kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, we said earlier that like, oh, maybe they're kind of going into like a rhythm, and then it felt like they were in a rhythm, and now all of a sudden they're no longer in the rhythm. And actually, as I say that, they're going 2 by 2 to the start-finish line. 2A and Lynx were side by side as well. Snipes to the inside of Corruption. Is he going to be able to make it stick? For right now, he does. And now Corruption is going to be able to get the momentum and go around. And oh, Snipes must be out of battery, as now both Lynx and 2A go flying past him. So Snipes must have run out of battery.
Oh no.
Oh yes, actually on my telemetry, I got it. Snipes actually did completely run out of battery. So that meant that both Lynx and 2A went flying past him. So I mean, like, again, you literally mentioned it. You said you can blink everything switches in literally just that short amount of time.
I blink, or no, have a sip of caffeine. Oh, no change for the lead. No change in the top few. There's battles further down on the field, though, at the back, but
Oh, and
there's been
movement
battles
there.
everywhere.
Movement
battles
there,
up and
DRS
down.
Maestro. DRS Maestro actually makes the move and moves up back into P6. As actually, there's a little group here as well as DRS Maestro, Bookie, and Big are all right there. We do have a caution sector too. Oh, Giet fell down the order. And yeah, I believe Giet may have had a little bit of a spin. But luckily, green flag will fly and we won't see anything more. And actually, we're going to see movement at the front. Lynx is going to have a new personal best as Lynx moves into P2. And look at that. Another one is going to go into the pit. So he is going to be the first one out of this group to pit. And remember, all of these drivers pit during the safety car. And actually, I'll go ahead and show you guys the pit stop. Another one just put on a new pair of new pair of hards. Every other driver is on those 16-lap-old hards. And for example, the most wear that a driver has is right now with Lynx, the most wear he has on a tire is 19%. Then 2A, 20%. Snipes, 20%. And then corruption as well, 20%. The tires are not wearing that much. So I'm really curious to see how far they're going to go on these hards. And honestly, it could end up being a what would you call a dash to the finish, because all these drivers, as we pass halfway through this race, they could end up pitting with maybe 11 laps to go, either put on softs or put on mediums, and then just try and dash for the end.
Yeah, but the high shenanigans are weird in 100% races because to really test them, you have to basically bolt on a set. I mean, I've known people to practice highway. You bolt on one set of tire, you go to like, let's say 100%. You just go until they explode and see how many laps you can get down. But for 100%, if you're going to try and do that, you've got to do a lot of laps to get there. And then again, if you use the curbs more, that's more tire wear. It's more, you do quicker laps, but it's higher tire wear. I think I'm talking about ever so slightly higher tire wear. It's Lynx and pink and blue car and orange car. They're having a nice little scrap, but I mean, we've seen small scraps, I think, consistently throughout the field, whether it be within our top group, the middle group, or even the bottom few people. Battle here, battle there, battle everywhere.
Pretty much. That's what it's felt like. I will say, I don't know necessarily what I was expecting going into this race. Special K is going to get a 3-second time penalty. I don't know necessarily what I was expecting going into this race. It wasn't this. This is definitely not what I was necessarily expecting, to have all these different battles going and kind of the results of the race kind of just being up in the air.
Yeah, I don't think we can guess who's going to win unless it gets to like last, 5-10 laps when, they've decided they're no longer in a sprint. It's the end of a 100% race. The pace will come out. The strategies will come out. Your tire wear, your speed. All the other factors start to come into play after a while. And I mean, we might slowly be starting to see it. I say slowly. The top group, they're still having a battle. I don't think they've ever... I think the only time they've slowed down is when there was a safety car and they had to slow down. And there was no passing.
Yeah, that's very true. And now wait, look at this. Corruption and Lynx were side by side coming out of the chicane, but now Corruption is going to be able to move in back to the lead. And I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. that really it's been little battles almost the entire way. And again, Snipes is going to move into P3 and extend that battle. But it's been kind of just one big battle through this entire race. And I think that's probably why I'm the most intrigued to see how this is going to end. Because literally, look at that. In one straight, out of one corner, just two-way got back the position from Snipes. So that's why I'm so interested to see what the end of this race is going to be, just because of how quickly everyone is switching positions. Like, literally anything can happen. I feel like at one of these times, we're just going to see all of a sudden another one is in the lead out of nowhere. Like, we just don't know what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen. I mean, I really need to remember to English. Englishing is quite hard. And you know, let's open F1 back, shall we? Because I want to say, I haven't been on F1, like, had the game open on my PC for a hot second. Like, we're talking about laps on laps. So I've been trying to figure out stupid Apollo. That's after stream problem, I reckon. That's a future problem. Maybe next time. Oh, why are we having it though? Why? No. Almost 3
What
wide
happened?
Oh, damn. Did they try? They went 2x2. They went. They arced the bus stop chicane.
Corruption was the one who had the worst out of that, as Corruption falls to 4th. Oh, wait, Corruption left the sweat.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Let me. I should have him added. No.
See?
Why are you disrupting the stream? It's my job.
See if you can get Corruption back in. That is going to hurt Corruption. I was not necessarily expecting that. Maybe that is what happened. So now Lynx will maintain the lead. Snipes will make the move on two-way. So now Corruption will be in P4 for right now, but he is losing track position.
He has an invite.
So hopefully he's going to be able to get back in.
Communicating with online services. Stop communicating with online services. I want to see the track, not the black screen. Anyway, I think we're back. My game's slightly complaining, but it always does that when I invite people. It takes a hot second to catch back up. I mean, you've got Brookie and Big. They're having a nice little battle as the top has sort of chilled out for a minute, but he is just... Corruption is bleeding time. Another one is like, why am I catching up so quickly? Hopefully he can jump in soon.
Yes, Corruption. Phoenix just sent you an invite.
I'll send you another one. Hopefully my game doesn't crash. If my game crashes, I'm blaming on GameHawk because GameHawk was talking about you and then you disconnected. And if I disconnect, trying to get you back in.
I will be right back, so I'm going to leave you in control real quick.
Oh no. Help. I'm in control. Oh no. Caffeine. No. The top few, they're still having no battles. Snipes goes faster. But I mean, I don't think the top 3 have got the memo it's a sprint. I mean, Corruption's dropping like a stone. I mean, he's out. Hopefully he can get back in and try and get back. But, I mean, they could actually lap special the bottom few drives and start lapping the drivers before the end of the race because, well, they're speedy. The top few cars are speedy boys. I mean, Corruption. Oh, I thought Corruption was in a Ferrari. Like, full honesty, I thought you were in a Ferrari. Because I'm like, oh, you're so far behind. I thought that was a lapped car. But no, that's just me. And its inability to read the timetable standing situation. The top 3. Come on, do something. I'm watching you. I'm stuck watching you. Do something. You know, I could talk about the rest of the field, but they aren't actually doing anything. You, Brookie and Biggs, they're having a nice little scrap. But that's just a pass, repass, pass, repass. I mean, battery. I mean, Lynx has more than everyone else, but again, he has to defend against 2 cars. Don't get the invite. Off we go again for another invite. Another invite, communicating with online services.
Alrighty, apologies, I am back. Sorry, I had a phone call that I had to take. So that is why I had to step back for a second. Here, corruption. If you are not getting
You're not showing online.
here,
Anymore.
if you are online right now, corruption, be sure to add me, and I can get you into the lobby as well.
Or I can add you on Steam because that might work too.
He is restarting the game, so I'll go ahead and I'll pin that for you to add me to get back in. So hopefully we can get you back in, corruption. The battle is still continuing right now, still lap 28 out of 44 as the leapfrogging continues to happen as Lynx is our current leader, Snipes in P2, 2A, P3. And right now, they're basically still trucking along. If we want to go ahead, as you guys can see, 21 laps now on the hard tires, and they don't look like they're slowing down. But I will say, look at that. So to make it 21 laps on the mediums for Giet, that is a very, very good stint out of the mediums for Giet, and actually is going to go ahead and go onto a new pair of mediums. So great job there from Giet to go ahead and go on that long of a stint on the medium tires. I'm curious to see how long they're going to go on the hards. I mean, right now, the tire wear between them, it still looks good. I don't know what it's showing for you, Phoenix, but so far the tire wear is still really, really good for these drivers. So I'm curious when they're going to pit. There we go. Corruption is back in. Corruption unfortunately disconnected, but now he's back. So hopefully he will be able to race back, hopefully to where he was. He's currently now in P6, and I did get a friend request from him. So I'm going to make sure to at least take that just in case.
I spam friend request everyone when I join the lobby. That's how I've got. Okay, you wanna have a guess at one thing? Let me just check something before. How many? Hold up.
Oh
Friends
my word.
Oh,
my word. I think we might have movement here. Oh, Snipes almost crashed into the back of 2A. Snipes to the inside of 2A. I mean, they were going wheel to wheel. These two actually race in the Rush Racing League as well, and they were going toe-to-toe there. Sorry, I was reacting because it almost looked like Snipes was just going to drive into the back of 2A, but now they're just going to keep on going, and Snipes will take over P2.
Oh, and I have a question.
Yes.
How many friends do you think I have on E8? Keep in mind, I'll give you a clue. I have done commentary for 21 different leagues.
You probably have like 300 friends.
Do you want to know how badly you are wrong?
Oh boy, how many?
You're about 100 off.
Oh, okay, so like 200.
You're about 200 off.
What, do you only have like 20 or something?
I have 395.
Okay, what? You said down.
No, I said you were 200 points, 200 people away. You're 100 at 300.
Oh. Dang, that's a lot of people.
That 21 leagues is a lot of leagues, okay? 2A tries to stick his nose in through the source. Fails. We'll have to sit behind Lynx. I mean, he'll try and save his battery. They go down into Radion, which is that corner, then down through Oulon Rouge, and then up through Radion. Oulon Rouge is the downhill corner, not up. Whenever I learnt it, when people say, oh, you go up through a Rouge and Radion, you go down through a Rouge and then up through Radion. 2 different corners. One's down, one's up. Fun fact. Fun fact of the day. Way too many fun facts. I mean, I could tell you when the first stone was laid in the Nuremberg because I know way too much about that.
Actually, that would be one. Speaking about that, that would actually be very interesting to see if they did the Nuremberg, the Nürburgring GP circuit, not the whole northern loop.
Green Hell.
Yeah, not that. Just the GP circuit. I would actually be very curious to see what these modern cars would look like around that track. But
There's lots of lifting and coasting.
well, true. I mean, that's every track if we're being perfectly honest. But I mean, to be honest as well, I would love to see I'm trying to remember what the French track is called. Isn't it Paul Ricard? The Paul Ricard circuit or something like that. I might be saying the wrong name, but I would love to see that track come back, and then I would love to see another German track that I'm trying to remember what the name of it is, but I forget what the name of it is. But there's a lot of F1 tracks that I would wish that they bring back, and I can't wait for next year when they finally add back Portimao, in which, to be fair, this year they said about or Malaysia. They're bringing back Malaysia for this year, so I can't wait. Anytime there's a new track, I'm excited for it.
It's the Bahrain Grand Prix. Malaysia.
In Malaysia.
Correct. It's called the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Yeah, but it's
being hosted in Malaysia, but it's being paid for Bahrain, so it's still called the Bahrain Grand Prix because Bahrain are paying for it. Or the princes, or whoever is. They're still paying for it, so they still get naming rights.
That's kind of funny, actually.
We're at the Bahrain Grand Prix at Malaysia.
Yeah, but it's still going to be the Malaysia track.
I'm really mad. I'm really mad we missed Jeddah because I was looking forward to watching Jeddah in these breaks.
Oh, another big moment. Anthony Rosas. Okay, Anthony Rosas is going to get going again. I 100% thought they actually just DNF'd, but they do get going, and it will be green flag once again. Sorry, I saw the caution light come on, and then I saw a car sitting there, and I thought that we were about to have our second safety car. Which actually, come to think of it, we've only had one safety car out of this whole thing, and it was at the very beginning of the race, which is interesting enough.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, shenanigans. Yeah. I will be back. Whoa. Can my PC does not like when I alt-tab from F1. It just doesn't. It loves to, do black screen for a while. I'll be back in like a lap or two. Now it's your turn to take over.
What I'm basically used to, y'all. As currently still on lap 32 out of 44, more than halfway through the race as we are approaching that 10 lap to go mark. So far, looking at the lead, still kind of bouncing back and forth. Still a question. Well, again, as I said before, bouncing back and forth. Now side by side between 2A and Lynx. And it looks like that inside line is going to help once again. And now, now look at that. Snipes is going to try and take advantage, but wasn't able to get it done there. Is he going to try and make the move there? He won't. So that was kind of actually crazy that I thought at first Snipes was going to be able to make the overtake as well. Instead, Lynx will maintain P2 for the time being. And luckily, Corruption was able to get back in, but currently falling down to P6. Kind of unfortunate that the EA services would have that much of an effect. But now we got to wait and see who is going to win. Right now, between these three, right now, that's what we're waiting to see, because the tires right now, judging by the wear, they could go all the way and basically make it a one-stop. And now Lynx around the outside, but now here comes Snipes. Snipes will move past inside of 2A, but now down the inside, side by side. Lynx is going to be able to maintain the lead for right now, but now Snipes is going to get the better exit, moving to defend on the inside. 2A is going to get into the slipstream. And now 2A is going to make an audacious dive bomb. And now they're side by side. And they do have lap traffic ahead of them as they head through a Rouge and a Radion. Lynx is going to be able to maintain. He's going to get the long draft, or sorry, the slipstream from that blue flagged car. And 2A is going to be able to maintain P2 for the time being. And I mean, as I said before, the entire race has been this back and forth between everyone. And that is why I'm very curious to see if it's going to be like this to the end of the race. I mean, even if they stay on the hards to the end of the race, it would be very interesting to see what kind of a sprint it's going to look like to go to the end. So now we hit, I say 11 laps to go, but it is technically 12 laps to go. But now, I'm very curious to see how the rest of this race is going to go. These three drivers have been locked in with only a second between the two for this entire race. So I'm really curious to see what the ending is going to look like. Because, I mean, you blink and everything changes. And, I mean, looking through it right now, the most tire wear that Lynx has is 34. At 2A, 36. Snipes. Sorry, I went too far. Snipes, 39. They're all right there in the same range. So that is what is going to be really, really interesting to the end, because it's going to be more of who's just going to be ahead at the line. And this really could end up being a photo finish. It'd be very, very interesting if we see a photo finish. I don't think I've ever actually seen a photo finish, but we might see it as already side by side. Oh, and a little bit of a tire banging, wheel banging, as Snipes is going to move into P2. 2A will move into the lead. And now caution sector 2. And I believe that was the Racing Bull of either Drip or Giette, but it will be a green flag. So we will continue ahead. So far, not much movement through the rest of the grid. As really, this battle at the front, these guys are the ones that are closest together. The only other driver that's close to overtaking is Crunchy, down in P12, looking to overtake Raizu in P11. So, I mean, like I said, other than that, these top three drivers, they are the ones that are the closest. And now a little bit of a lockup there. And now, oh, Drippy is going to retire. And he does retire in the pits. But that will be our fourth retirement of the race. And that is going to end his race. But luckily, we won't have a safety car deployed there. And I'm going to go ahead and say this while we have a little bit of a lull in the action. Thank you guys all so much for coming in here and supporting the stream, supporting the league. We really appreciate it. And I guess I'm going to say it just because as an announcement, now we just crossed 450 followers here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. It means the world to me that you guys want to see more of this. And I love doing it for you guys. We love commentating. And I can't wait to do more racing and more commentating for you guys. But I will say, too, if you guys are interested, please make sure to do !Vortex, and you guys can join through the link in the description there. Or, yeah, sorry, the link in the command. And you guys can join through there and join this wonderful league if you guys think that you guys got what it takes to race amongst these guys. And then also, if you guys are interested in any more GameHawk content, be sure to do !YouTube. You guys will get the link to my YouTube. And then if you guys want to do !Discord, you guys can get the link to my Discord. We have crossed over the 10-lap mark, 10 laps to go, and now Link's around the outside. I didn't think he was going to make the move, but now he will. And now switching to the inside. Down this straight. Oh, and now Anthony Rosas is out. And I don't know where he was. I think he was in the pits, but That was weird. Thank goodness he's in the pits. Yeah, welcome back in. You just joined in. Oh, my word, 2A. I don't know how you saved that. But 2A almost losing it. But now Snipes on a run. Now we head through this straight. You can see Snipes has the momentum. Which one of them is going to make the move? Snipes to the inside of 2A. 2A to the inside. No more battery. But 2A down the inside. Is he going to manage it? He does. So another lead change, and 2A is going to maintain that lead for the time being. Right now, welcome back, Phoenix. Right now, we're at lap 36 of 44. More lead changes have happened, and I'm very curious to see what's going to happen to the end, because these drivers they're all within 1 second of each other, and they're not moving.
I have a feeling it's going to come down to like the last lap or last corner. Like, they're going to send it 2 wide through the bus stop chicane, 3 wide if they feel insane enough. But hey, I don't think they've got the memo. It's a 100% race. I don't think I think some of the drivers have gotten a memo, but not the top group. Not the top group whatsoever. I mean, they're going to battle for the lead again. Oh, through goes Lynx. Or now, I think A2 loses out to Snipes as well. But it's, why are we going almost staggered 3 wide? Behave yourselves coming into bus stops, pretty please. Don't die through bus stops. Thank you. Jesus. They do not like behaving themselves through bus stop whatsoever. But they've lapped a car. The first lap car. Special's been lapped. He's special. He's the first one to be lapped. That was sitting in front of me. That pun was sitting in front of me. I have to take the pun if it's sitting in front of my face.
Crunchy is going to retire. Crunchy.
He's binned it.
He's
binned it.
My word. Where is it? Oh, it's okay. Actually, it's going to be right where the leaders are going. So now going around, nothing has been declared. Oh, yes, he's out. Crunchy is out, but no VSC and no safety car deployed. I am actually shocked by that. It will be green flags all the way. I am shocked that there was nothing called.
There should be 1 or 2 more laps before it gets turned off. Because I do know safety cars get turned off for the last little bit, unlike actual F1, where they can just finish under the safety car like Silverstone, where Ferrari bottled the Ferrari strategy. Would have been Ferrari 1-2, but no, Ferrari decided to pit Hamilton when his tyres were fine. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell I'm a Ferrari fan, and I get very mad at Ferrari half the time. That's why I decided to be a Red Bull fan, but then I just get mad at Red Bull. Any team I support tends to do the time. Hey, we're almost finished our summer break, though. I mean, we've had, a spring break because of the Bahrain and Jeddah Grand Prix being cancelled. We've had now summer break. We've had a lot of breaks this year. And I'm so excited for F1 to start again.
Yeah,
but then I'll be sad when the season finishes. I can't wait for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Yeah, I am curious to see what the rest of the season will. I'm really curious to see what the rest of that the F1 season, because again, you can say whatever. I'm excited for the race in Malaysia. I'm curious to see what that track will look like. But it's still in Malaysia. That's my point. Anyways, but I'm curious to see the rest of that. Actually, maybe more movement here at the front. Link's trying to make it stick, and it looks like he will. There was a little bit of wheel banging. I don't think there's any damage, but oh my word! Look at Snipes! Snipes just flew past both of them. But he clipped the grass, so that's going to bring Lynx back into the lead. He clipped the gravel a little bit again. We're almost going 3 wide through this. And now 2-way on the inside of Lynx. And now more wheel banging. Snipes is going to take back P2. Now looking down out the outside of 2-way. Does he make it stick? Switching to the inside. He does. And Snipes will take over the lead. What in the world kind of a sequence was that?
The absolute shenanigans we've seen for this entire race.
And 2A runs wide, and 2A gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh my word!
Shenanigans. Oh my. Bye, 2A. Nice little battle, but bye-bye. Your race is gone, unless the rest get penalties. But this won't stop them from battling. That 3-second time penalty, he will ignore that. He will still have a battle.
And now
Lynx
moving.
And Snipes.
Oh, Snipes just lets him go by as 2A and Lynx are now fighting. So now for 2A, he's just going to have to hope that either other people get penalties or something happens where the two of them get taken out and it just leaves him alone. But now he's still going to try and do his best to make the move. He's trying to save his battery as he's following Lynx, as we are currently on lap 39 out of 44. So now this is quite literally like the final countdown, that we're counting down the final laps as these three drivers are still just basically locked together.
Locked into a battle. I mean, they've been locked into the battle this entire time. They're really the only ones having a battle. I mean, we've got 6 drivers, 5 drivers which retired into the pits, and one which decided to rip his tire. He tried to do an Oscar Piastri at Australia. I'm sorry for all the Oscar fans. I mean, as an Australian, that hurt. Because you got to give it. It's his home race. He didn't even make it to the formation lap. He was going to grid up for the formation lap and binned it. And then he didn't even start. He did the sprint at China. He did both of the McLarens DNS'd from the actual China race. I mean, he's just... And it was the last time Australia's the season opener as well. Because I think the season opener is meant to be going back to Bahrain or something. I mean, whoever's going to pay more money, I guess. I know Abu Dhabi pays a lot to be the finale. And Abu Dhabi is a good track for the finale, though. 2A will keep on trying to chase down Lynx. Snipes will try and trace. Snipes has dropped back a little bit, though.
Yeah, that is actually a little bit concerning. I was watching that as Snipes falls back a little bit. But I can imagine it might be battery related if he's maybe getting a little bit more battery. But no, he's still actually losing. Look at that. Snipes is still losing time. So I don't know if something happened, as 2A is just going to go the inside and 2A will take the lead. I'm not entirely sure if something has happened to Snipes that all of a sudden he's fallen back. And I don't know.
Snipes. Bye. See you later. I mean, if he can keep within 3 seconds of 2A, he will get P2. But his time is, I mean, he's got fuel in his car. His tires look fine. I mean, of course, they're worn. You've got, 4 laps to go. They look like they're fine. They don't have a slow puncher. He's not catching up again. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, he might have battery coming through, but it depends where he is for the detection point. Which is another interesting thing.
True.
Detection point being right before the chicane. They're heavy braking before you are, so you're more likely within that second.
So this actually might be the reason why Lynx actually does have more battery. Snipes is at 0. That he drained his battery, that now he's at 0. Just now, he regained it back up to 30%. As he's just trying to keep pace basically now at this point. But his battery is basically not going anywhere above 30%. That 30% is pretty much where he's at. But now look at that. It looked like 2A ran into the same moment. Oh, they banged wheels. Oh, and now 2A's around. He spins and he's in the wall. And that's severe front wing damage.
Severe? I saw it go kaboom. Oh, Corruption Ghost pulls the fastest lap.
Word!
Shenanigans! Shenanigans, I say! I wanted to fall asleep, but no! Some driver decides to spin out and go up through the wall.
I was not expecting that. I saw that they they banged wheels going up through Eau Rouge, but then going through Radion, he just lost it. It didn't even look like they had contact, that they completely just spun and lost it. So that is devastating. Yeah, and now here's the worst part. Now because of that, 2A is 6 seconds behind the leaders, but another one is right on that 3 second gap. So another one could get a podium based off of the penalty.
Oh, it's gonna be close. I mean, we said it was gonna come down to what, the last lap. It might not. It might for P3, but he's absolutely flying up, catching up to 2A. Oh, 2A's got damage. No wonder he's bleeding time. So another one should get P3. We'll break lock up. Speaking of break, he doesn't go into the pits. Excuse me.
With only 3 laps to go. Well, with only 3 laps to go, he might try and just finish the race rather than pit. Because if he does pit now, more than likely he would come out in P7, P8. So I think at this point he would rather just try and fight it out to the end. But that is very interesting. And actually, look at that. Lynx was able to pull out a little bit of a gap. So Snipes is now at 1.1. And I think it's really coming down to the battery management. Lynx is hovering around like 50% battery almost the entire lap. Snipes has been draining his battery to 0, barely recharging it up to 35, and then draining it back again after every corner. So, I mean, if it continues like this, I can imagine right now Lynx is in the best position to win this race.
So, yeah, I mean, he's in front. Not too many laps to go. Oh, we're almost done. No, we're not almost done because it's the longest lap. It's the longest track in F1. So even though we have a few laps to go, it's going to take a while. I mean, where's Lynx in the track? When he comes around, it will be 2 to go? When he comes around?
Yes, it'll be 2 to go.
Yes, my maths. Yes. My maths is mathing. Oh, another one is right up in the diffuser of 2A. 2A is trying to pull away with it, but another one will get boost mode coming through this round because within a second has a lot more battery. So, should make that move the coming lap. If he doesn't, he'd probably bend it himself. But it looks like 2A is having a lot of issue going into that corner. I mean, every time I've seen him go through the 2 times, he has brake locked up. There we go. Another one has that. Yeah, not a fight. I don't think 2A decided to fight that one very hard. I mean, he's got a full ring. He's got overtake. He's got more battery than you. You're not going to do well. I mean, he's not even burning battery down into Radion and then going to go up through... No, down through Eau Rouge and up through Radion. Sometimes I get the corner names macoubled. But he's now burning his battery. They're having a nice little scrap. Wrong button. But another one's now down. We try and burn that battery to stay in front and does stick it in front into Sector 2.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, you can see how much that damage is affecting 2A. Because, I mean, you saw that another passed him, but then 2A was still kind of right behind him. And now, in half a sector, he's already 1 second behind. So now, 2A is actually in danger of losing a position to DRS Maestro now as well. So, I'm really curious to see what's going to end up happening. That another one is going to try and secure P3. Snipes... He did get boost mode, but now as we head into the final lap, Snipes is going to need something left in the tank. He's going to have to pull off some kind of Hail Mary. And actually, I'm looking. Oh, he didn't get it. I don't think. Now I will go ahead and look at the telemetry.
He didn't.
Oh, he didn't get it. So,
bye. Lynx is one. GG's, unless he gets penalty. Or bends it.
That is absolutely correct. I mean, yeah, unless there's some sort of penalty or something happens, we're going to have to wait to see what happens, as Snipes literally has 0 battery. He's got nothing. But Lynx has just enough
Has
to
everything.
continue. So now, and actually you can see too.
Oh, Corruption's going to run out of fuel before the end. He's on a flashing red fuel light and he hasn't started the final lap. Fun fact.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Fuel light. Corruption.
So you keep an eye on that as I will continue to watch the leaders.
you
Oh yes,
can-
DRS. So DRS Maestro is now within a second. Corruption will get the fastest lap of the race. So now DRS Maestro looking to pass 2A on track. So now look, he's right on the rear wing of him. So now is DRS Maestro going to be able to make the move done on track? As we will go ahead and go back up to the front as they are heading through Sector 2. Snipes did close to within a second, but Lynx is using the slipstream from Raizu as Raizu will peel out of the way. The last opportunity as Lynx boosting, trying to do everything he can. Snipes with 0 battery. And now here we go to the final 2 corners. If Lynx can keep it within the white lines around the final corner to the line, and he's done it. Lynx will win the Belgian Grand Prix. Snipes will come home in P2, and then another one will hold on to take on P3. DRS Maestro will make the move. A huge lockup from 2A into the chicane. Maestro around the outside. They're racing to the line, but it won't matter as DRS Maestro finishes in P4 and 2A will finish in P5. Do you have any update on Corruption?
He's run out of fuel.
Oh, so is he pushing it to the end?
He had a flashing red fuel light before he started his final lap. He was going to run out, and in the time I looked to check Brookie, who looked like he was bleeding time, I went back to Corruption and he ran out of fuel.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Because Corruption ran out of fuel, Bookie had a 3-second time penalty. But because of running out of fuel, Corruption finishes in P7. Because he ran out of fuel, he couldn't keep that 3-second gap. And then for the final piece of the puzzle, as the rest of the drivers will come home, Big will come home in
Run out of fuel?
P8. Giet.
He ran out of fuel too.
Did Giet run out of fuel?
The rest have fuel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Big ran out of fuel. So did Corruption. But the other two, don't worry, they've got fuel and battery.
That means that Giet will come home in P9, and then Seppi will come home in P10. And that is the Belgian Grand Prix.
We're done. I'm not done for the day. Do you want to know a fun fact? I've got 3 more gigs after this one, and 2 of them are at Baku.
Oh boy, you can have fun with that.
Baku, and Mexico. There we go. Trophy hype for the Alpine team. Champagne flying, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. Driver of the day, Williams, is communicating with Snipes. Corruption, of course, that's the fastest laps. Most overtake is another one. So another one does pick up a podium and a fastest lap. Lynx got cleanest driver and the race winner. We saw well over half the drivers get penalties and a fair few of them retire. And we saw only 1 Bennett, which does seem surprising. But only 1 safety car, no VSCs, some damage and some chaos.
A lot of chaos indeed. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and go through the final order. Lynx with the race win, Snipes P2, another one P3, DRS P4, 2A P5, Bookie P6, Corruption P7, Big P8, Giet P9, Seppi P10, Raizu P11, Special K in P12, and then our retirements, which is Just Crunchy in P13, Anthony Rosas in P14, Drip in P15, Devin in P16, Slow Hondas P17, and then Soul in P18. And that is the official end of the Belgian Grand Prix, the last 100% race of the season here in Vortex. But it was still had a lot of action. There was no doubt about that. That's so much action, especially between the 3 the three leaders, and of course the craziness. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch that incident with
Nothing, just an
2A.
incident.
I'm definitely gonna go back and watch that with 2A because that was absolutely an insane moment. But I definitely feel bad for him as he had a chance to win the race. But that is more for a what if for the people who watch the VODs after the stream. But that is gonna do it for us here in the broadcast. Is there anything that you would like to say before we round it out?
And it's been almost 2.5 hours of shenanigans. No rain though. Sad. Maybe my curse only works half the time. I still can't believe I've still got that curse I did at, what was it, Imola. That is one of my proudest moments. Cursing Q3 from Q1.
If you commentate more here, I can imagine it's probably gonna happen again if I'm being perfectly honest. But that is gonna be for another time. But that is going to be the end of today's streams. One last thing, if you guys are interested in joining this league and racing, go ahead and do !Vortex. You guys can join through that Discord link and join this league if you'd like to race, be a steward, or if you'd like to commentate. And then if you guys are also interested to stay up to date with all the races, go ahead and drop a follow here, and you guys will get notified of everything that happens in Vortex. And then if you guys are interested as well, go ahead and do Discord. You guys can join the GameHawk server. And then if you guys do YouTube, you guys can go check out my YouTube. So hopefully you guys will all have a great day or a great night. It has been a long stream. It's definitely been a longer day for me, as this is my second race of today, and it was a 100% race. And now it is 10 o'clock, and I am ready to go to bed. So hopefully you guys will all
to have lunch.
But I hope you guys will all have a great day or a great night, and we will see you next week. As I feel like I do this every single time as I pull up the calendar.
Is it Silverstone?
Yes, you're right. Next week will be Silverstone. And
it's going to be a wet one here at Spa. Kidding, that's me flipping my gun.
No, it's probably saving for Silverstone, which we'll see how that goes next week. But take care, everyone. Have a great day or a great night, wherever you guys are. And we will see you guys next week for Silverstone.
It's hard for me to tell you why. It isn't that this is